Do you know when you really tag one? I mean,
Yes.
like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's like, a baseball player talks about hitting the sweet spot. Mm-hmm. Do you have a sweet spot where you know you've really nailed one?
When you feel your arm swing and you just know that it's going to be a good ball, and then you see it hit the floor and you just turn around and start screaming with everybody, getting excited, and that's the best feeling.
Yeah. Is the outside hitter the most fun position to play, in your opinion? I know everybody's got their job, but isn't that kind of like the glory position?
Yeah, personally to me, that's the best position you could possibly play. I think you get a lot of balls and, like, you have a lot of leadership on the court, and so knowing that, like, it just takes a lot of
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to TED Talk here at Schreiner University. My name is Ted Davis, and we every week talk to someone that we want to introduce you to on the campus here at Schreiner University. And I'm looking forward to this one today. This is Giana Hilliard, freshman on the Schreiner Volleyball team that is just killing it right now. You guys are on a 5-game winning streak. You're very much a part of what's going on as a freshman, which is very impressive. When you came here, did you think you would be playing this much this soon?
No, I did not think I would be playing this much. Coming in, Coach Tiffin had talked to me about how there are a few other outsides, especially with the 5th-year Brooke, and how much she has incorporated into this team. And so coming in, I was like, okay, I'm going to work hard for my spot. I'm going to get what I want. I don't want anything given to me. I'm one who likes to work for everything. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to come in, do what I can do, and see where that puts me.
When did this volleyball thing happen for you? When did you start playing volleyball, and what was your interest?
I started playing volleyball in the 4th grade. It was actually the last sport I ever tried playing. I've been a multi-sport athlete my whole life. And so I'm always on the go. And I was like, you know what? Like, let's try volleyball. Like, it seems like it could be really fun. And so once I started, I never stopped. And it's something that I stuck with since then.
What else had you played?
I've played basketball, softball, and then I ran track.
Okay. Now, if you had not played volleyball, which direction would you have gone?
I think I would have gone with the track and field direction.
Really? What was your event?
I did the 4x1, 4x2, 4x4, and then I also did the long jump and triple jump.
Dang, you were busy.
Yes, sir. Very busy.
All right, this team is really playing well. And are you aware that you're kind of part of a revival here? This school has not had this kind of success, and I realize that you've got more season to go. Mm-hmm. And you got a lot of games that you got to win. You got Trinity and Colorado College coming up. But are you aware that you've already won more games than this program has won in a long time?
Yes, Coach has been very progressive with how much of history like we've accomplished. And I think being a part of that is great because you don't really know it until you're a part of that.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you always have like people who've been like through the program and they're like, oh, like y'all are doing really well. But like as a freshman, as a first year, it's like you don't really realize it until all the people keep applauding you for it and praising you for like how much we're changing this program.
Is it a good group to play with?
Yes, I love everybody on the team. Ever since the first day, I was like, oh, like they might kick us out or like they might kind of push us to the side a bit, like, but no, it was nothing like that. Everybody was super welcoming. They made us feel right at home, and I think that's how the team chemistry has been going forward.
You mentioned Brooke Byer. She's a 5th-year senior.
Yes, sir.
Jackie Sotelo is a 5th-year senior. You got some seniors on this team. Mm-hmm. Have they helped you out?
Yes, they have definitely helped like guide us through the season, especially with Brooke. Since Brooke is my other outside, she's basically like my partner, and she's always helping me to learn new things or like tips and tricks for games and stuff, and so I think they've been very helpful. Talking
to Giana Hilliard. She's on the Schreiner volleyball team out of San Antonio, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was it about Schreiner that made you want to come here? Was it close to home or small college, small class sizes? What was it?
I think it's both of those that you just mentioned. I'm about an hour away from home, and family is a big factor in my life. They've been my support system ever since I was little, and so knowing that they could still drive up here and still be able to support me was a big factor in my decision. Also, I've been in a small school my whole life. I've been in private school. So I graduated with only 100 kids in my class.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I didn't want anywhere too big because I felt like it'd make me very uncomfortable or just very anxious. And so coming to Schreiner and knowing that the class size were about 20 kids per teacher, I was like, that's something that I could definitely look forward to and work with.
A lot of kids find the transition from high school to college, moving out of home into a dorm, difficult. Has it been for you?
It hasn't been difficult at all for me. I think my parents and the high school I went to with their modular system that we use for classes has set me up very well to succeed here.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about? Is a kill your favorite part?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's my favorite part. The excitement you get after it, and knowing that you just scored a point, and it's a big kill too. It's the best part.
Do you know when you really tag one? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah. That's like a baseball player talks about hitting the sweet spot. Do you have a sweet spot where you know you've really nailed one?
When you feel your arm swing and you just know that it's going to be a good ball, and then you see it hit the floor, and you just turn around and start screaming with everybody, getting excited, and that's the best feeling.
Yeah. Is the outside hitter the most fun position to play in your opinion? I know everybody's got their job, but isn't that kind of like the glory position?
Yeah, personally to me, that's the best position you could possibly play. I think you get a lot of balls and you have a lot of leadership on the court, and so knowing that it just takes a lot of effort.
Now Jeremiah Tiffin is in his second season as the coach here, and he's got a really good background. What has he taught you guys about the game?
He's definitely taught us how to hit spots, and that it's more of not just a physical game, but also a mental game. Throughout the games, you can be really struggling. You might not be passing well, or I might not be able to put a ball down. But even though you can't do that and you're struggling, you still are part of the game in different ways. You can still keep the ball in play. You can still cheer on your other teammates. And it's just the whole mental aspect that he's taught, that if you have a strong mindset, that you can keep yourself within the game.
Yeah, and that comes into play. Like over the weekend, you had 2 5-set games.
Yes, sir.
Where you won it in the 5th set. Is that where that mental part comes in?
Yes, especially because you're so tired and you just feel your body feels super heavy. And with the long weekend, those were our 3rd games.
Yeah, you played 3 games in 2 days and 2 in 1 day, right?
Yes,
so that's
sir.
where your mind has to overcome your physical part, isn't it?
Yes, sir. If you I tell myself I'm not tired. I can push through. After this, I can go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
And that is what gets me through those games sometimes, because it's just knowing that if I give it my all right now, we can put this game away and then we can go back and rest up for our next one.
Now, and when you win close games like that, I mean, that's got to be good for the entire team, right? In terms of your confidence of knowing that you can perform in the tightest moment of a game?
Yes, sir. Knowing that we can push through all 5 sets and really pull it out in the end, that gives us that energy to keep going, and knowing that, okay, if we put ourselves in this hole, we know that we can still pull it through in the end.
Now, what is your major here? Have you decided what you're doing here?
Yes, my major is exercise science and sports management.
And what do you want to do with that?
I'd like to go into physical therapy or occupational therapy. And if that doesn't work, I'm also minoring in psychology, so then I want to go into sports psych.
Yeah. That's a good field to go into because people always get hurt.
Yeah.
Yes. Or they always hurt. See, as I get older, I'm knowing that. So what do you miss most about home, though?
Probably my brother. I never really noticed how much he was around or how close we were.
Yeah, older or younger?
He's younger. He's a freshman in high school.
Yeah, okay.
And so once I came here, knowing that we were both going to be starting in new spots, we're both freshmen now.
Okay.
I was just I wonder what it's going to be like without him. Because usually it's oh, leave me alone. Don't come in my room. Stop bothering me. But now that he's not here, it's really made me realize how much of an impact he's made on me and how much stuff he has given up so he can come watch me play and support me throughout my sports.
How do you balance academics and athletics? Because at Division III, there are no scholarships here. You're here to get an education, so that's first. So how do you balance the two?
How I balance that is that, especially with our practices being in the morning, we have practice from 6 to 8. So I really like that because that gives us the rest of the day to focus on our classwork.
Yeah.
So I usually go to study hall for 2 hours about every day, an hour to 2. And I sit down, I pull out all my work, and I put the most important stuff first. And I get all that done. And then I do the not so important or stuff that's due later throughout the week. And then with sports, with volleyball, it's the practice in the morning, and that's about it. And then if I want to work out, sometimes I'll go work out on my own to get an extra lift in. Or if I want some extra touches with coach, I can just ask him, and we'll be 30 to an hour here in the gym. Yeah. And so with also not having as many classes, that helps fill in that extra time for extra touches.
What's your favorite class so far?
Probably freshman studies, because my other classes are history and rhetoric and composition,
Yeah.
and I'm not a fan of either of those.
So what do you do in freshman studies? What is it?
And freshman studies is just like a life class.
Okay.
He teaches us how to time manage, how we should take care of our bodies, how sleep is important, how the food that we eat can affect like our personalities and like how we are perceived off to other people, and how to communicate with our teachers and let them know like if we're struggling, if we're not struggling, or like how they can help us in any way.
Do you eat here on campus very often?
Yes,
So
I
what's
do.
your favorite food here?
My favorite food is personally the chicken tenders in the den
Okay. Yeah.
with ranch and buffalo sauce.
Yeah. Okay. Have you tried the prime rib yet at the Sunday thing?
No, I have not.
Oh, November 5th, they're having it again.
I'm going to have to go November
Okay.
5th.
See, I haven't tried it either, but I saw on November 5th prime rib right there here, and I've been told, Matt Comuzzie, have you had the prime rib here? You don't know? Well, okay. He gave it thumbs down. I'll make up my own mind. Hey, congratulations on what's going on
Thank
with
you.
the team, and I hope you continue. And you've got some tough games ahead, but it's exciting to watch you guys play, and I've enjoyed doing your games.
Thank you.
So,
I really appreciate it.
Giana Hilliard has been our guest, freshman volleyball player here at Schreiner University. We'll be back next week for another edition of TED Talks. See you next time.